This fishing season went by really fast.
Yeah.
And your last tournament is coming up at the middle or end of July in Detroit. And then it goes to boat selling, right?
Yep. Then it's boat selling season, and so what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna kind of take you through the Phoenix 21XE because any day now it is going to be on the market, ready to sell, and we're going to give you the opportunity to kind of look at this boat before anybody else sees it. And we've got a potential deal for Mark Fisher Outdoors viewers
Oh, cool.
that might make it worth your interest to kind of take a look at this before it goes out on the marketplace. You're going to actually see it in our opening here, so stick around and watch the opening, guys, because this is the boat unwrapped and what it looks like. All right, welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher.
I'm Megan Fuller.
So, Megan, I'm going to ask you real quick because we got a lot to do here in this video,
Okay.
and I want to stay focused on that. We're going to go through the boat, stern to bow, talk about all the things that are featured on this boat, and going to ask you to get behind the camera, and I'll kind of do the Vanna White thing and point the stuff out, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the first thing we want to talk about is obviously the Mercury motor. It's Pro XS. It's got, 9 months. It's 9-month-old motor. The biggest thing about the fact, other than the fact that it's a Mercury and it's a great motor, is the fact that it has 2 years and 3 months left on the warranty. And because of my partnership with Mercury, if somebody wanted to get an extra 2 years, we can purchase that for a very, very reasonable price, so that the owner of this new boat can get a 4-year, what would be a 5-year warranty, and now it would be 4 years and 3 months left on that warranty. So a Merc Pro XS 250 with a, in essence, 5-year warranty on it. We've got the power poles on it, the 8-foot power poles. Opening it up, and this is the part that I want to kind of make sure everybody sees, is that I have rigged this boat up, and if you can see this, Megan, with 3 Norsk lithium batteries,
Okay.
all run in parallel, and then 2 AGM Odyssey batteries run in parallel. I have not had an issue with power supply all year. My trolling motor, even in the summer months when I've been going out at 6 in the morning and staying out until 8 at night, trolling motor graphs, everything have been running the entire time. Never had any loss of power throughout the whole thing. And the ability to recharge with the 5-bank power charger and get them recharged within the evening and then right back to work the next day. I'm going to hop inside the boat now and show you some of the things that I've got inside the boat. Before we talk, Megan, about a lot of the other things, you can see that the motor that I was talking about, the Merc, it's only got 55 hours on this current motor. So I usually am selling a boat that has somewhere around 75 to 100 hours, and it probably will by the time I get done with the next tournament and things like that. But that's kind of where we are at this point. So 55 hours on the motor.
Cool.
All right. The other thing that I want to kind of point out, if you can get in here, this is the new switch gauge that Phoenix has on the XE. All of the gauges are push button. Horn, bilge, lights, the whole deal. Everything is just push button for on, off, auto, automatic, all of that kind of stuff. So it really is totally easy to use and easy to see, whether it's daytime or nighttime. Got up here are two Humminbird Helix 12s. So I use one for depth find side imaging. The other is strictly used for charting and mapping.
And these would come with the boat?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In addition to all the bells and whistles that the XE has, the other thing that I added was the kicker stereo. So I've got stereo AM, FM, it attaches Bluetooth speakers both underneath and right underneath your elbow there. So you got the ability to kind of put the tunes on when that's, and it sounds really nice as well. So let's go up and take a look at the front as well. The other thing that we've talked about in the past is the padded carpeting. Everything up front, everything, all the way from this line all the way up to the front is padded carpeting. And I'm telling you, it is just phenomenal in terms of a long day.
It's very comfortable.
And the other part that's padded is right here where your knees are. So if you're sitting here getting into your box and working on something, you're on your knees, and that's padded as well. And you can take a look at the size. Let me just grab the camera and show you the size and the amount that you can store. I actually have to stand up and get back to show how big that center storage console is. And again, I'm not going to go through all of the boxes, but you know, you've got your day box here, you've got another storage box over here, your rod locker here, co-angler box here, another storage box there, another there, live wells. So lots of storage space. When I talked about the power poles, one of the things that I think is important, and again, this is the way I rig up the boat, the controls for the power poles. I have a set of controls right down here when I'm in the cockpit, and you can see the controls there. But now when I'm sitting over here and I'm rigging rods, you know, let's say I catch a fish and I'm weighing it or something like that, and I want to, I've got another set of controls right here, so I can put my power poles down right here. I think that it's just convenient knowing the different locations year after year. You get to a point where you go, oh, I'm sitting here and I'm weighing a fish or I'm changing a lure. I want to put my poles down instead of having to get up and move or get up to the, now I can just do it from here. But obviously I also have foot controls for my power poles here. And so I can control it in 3 different places while I'm on the boat. You can also see that I've got 2 more Helix 12s up here, along with a Garmin 10 for my forward-facing sonar. And then finally, we've got the Humminbird 360, which is attached to our Ultrix Quest trolling motor. This is the Ultrix, which has the spot lock, but it's also got the brushless motor, so it's completely quiet when you're operating your trolling motor. And then finally,
and then the stairs, yeah.
The steps, which has been a complete godsend this year with this boat. First time I've ever had it, and I will always get it from now on. And Megan, don't forget, while we're looking at the boat now when it's wrapped, viewers need to remember that the wrap is not what you'll be getting. You'll be getting the boat in its original colors, but that wrap has protected this boat for the last 9 months. So, you know, protected it from scratches, protected it from getting any kind of water marks on it, things like that, algae, any of those things. Everything will be completely cleaned, buffed out, and professionally detailed before you get the boat. So let's talk a little bit about the deal and the way this pricing works. This boat should be, I mean, if you were buying it in a marina, it's about $115,000 boat, okay? I am going to be putting it right now, letting people know that if you contact me and you're interested in purchasing it, right now I'm saying 85, okay? And the fact of the matter is that if you're willing to come and purchase the boat through Twin Lakes Marine, which means you would have to come up to Twin Lakes, Wisconsin, even if you live in Florida or wherever, you'd have to come up to Twin Lakes, Wisconsin to purchase it in person, as opposed to me meeting you in Indiana or Kentucky or something like that, which I'm willing to do. But if you're willing to come up to Twin Lakes, Wisconsin and purchase it through them, what I'm willing to do then is give you a $2,000 cash rebate off of that 85. Because if I'm able to trade in this boat and trade it into Twin Lakes, that helps me on the purchase of my new boat. And so what I'm willing to do is split the difference with the person who buys this, and you're gonna end up getting $2,000 cash on the day that you buy the boat. So you buy it for 85, and then you immediately get $2,000 from me, which makes your total 83. That is a great price for this boat. But
Yep.
again, the only time that I'm selling it for 83 is before I have to go through the hassle of putting it on Bass Boat Central and dealing with people who are gonna say, hey, you know what, can you drive it down to Florida for me and all of that kind of stuff. So again, I'm willing to do it, but that's it. So guys, if you're interested, or if you know somebody who might be interested, please share this video with anyone that you think might be interested, and then just DM me or put some information in the comments and we'll get going. The boat won't be available until after July because I need it for that last tournament on St. Clair, but after that, it's boat selling season time, and I got to get it sold. So guys, we appreciate you tuning in. I definitely appreciate your helping me do my job as a one boat a year salesman and try and get this sold. And if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and put those in after watching the video. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you for tuning in to Mark Fisher Outdoors. We'll see you again tomorrow on another episode. Take care, everybody.
Stay channeled.